Hey guys, and welcome back to Front Boards and Four Baggers. I'm Eddie with Cornhole Bag Reviews, and we got Corbin with Corbin's Cornhole Reviews. Decided to actually attend a podcast today. But we got
jokes already.
we got episode 26 here today. We're doing another AMA. We love doing these. It makes for a nice, easy episode, and also ask you guys or answer some questions for you guys and give you guys our opinions. A little insight on the podcast right now. So with summer coming up and days switching around and golf and softball and blah, 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 we're having a difficult time finding a night of the week to record the podcast. So these might be few and far between. There might be some without Corbin, without me, blah, 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 blah. We're going to try to get as much content as we can to you guys. But as of right now, we're just doing it when we can find some time. So, which is another reason this AMA is so nice, because we can kind of just snap it in whenever we're doing this.
Just kind of roll.
But yeah, so we appreciate Corbin made a post today on the Facebook pages, and you guys were able to shoot some questions over to him that we are looking to answer. So Corbin, why don't you start with question numero uno?
We're going to jump in. Before we do that, I do apologize, guys, for not being on the podcast a lot. My work schedule right now.
Yeah.
I can't even explain it to you guys. Like, you wouldn't believe me. Just with work, I started a softball league. It runs Thursdays in the summer, and then our days just don't align anymore as far as Eddie and I go, unfortunately. But we're still going to try to make it work. If we're at Sunday morning at 9 a.m., we might be doing a podcast. It's just, it might happen. I don't know. We'll make it work.
Same with pro player guests. I mean, if you're not available and we have a pro on, we can get one on the weekend. We do here and there. I know
we'll do what we can.
Like the pro stuff, but I guess before we start, how you been? How's the cornhole game going?
Man,
how you been playing? Are you playing at all? Like, what's been going on?
Yeah, so I'm not playing nearly as much as I want to, obviously. But surprisingly, I'm playing decent. I've had some of my best PPR nights in the last couple of blind draws that I've played.
Hey, sometimes a break helps, man.
And it might be the break. It might just be stepping up and getting comfortable playing in advanced. Not really intimidated by the guys anymore. Just kind of throwing with them.
I definitely think
it's been good though. I'm enjoying it. It's not like a grind. Like, I have to go play. It's like, no, I get to go play. I'm excited and bring the family out and hang out. So it's been good. It's just the time to get it.
No, unfortunately, I feel you, man. I feel like I've been playing really well lately too. The weather's finally nice. Like, I've been outside all day today. I was outside yesterday. We literally had hail 2 days ago. So I'm like, we literally had like no weather to be outside. Like today I took a half day from work just to drive to my buddy's house to throw, because I'm like, I just want to play.
Nice.
But we got a big tournament tomorrow. I finally got a 4 webcam set up for a stream. I'm going to try to do some of that stuff. But no, the California, I would say, to your point, I agree. I don't get as nervous anymore. Like, I was out there and I'm just like, I was leading tier 2 doubles PPR, right? Because we made tier 2 doubles, right? So I was at like 9-3 leading tier 2. I would have been 42nd in tier 1 and like out in California, because that's just the level of players they had. And it's such a, so that's the hard part with me. And I actually want to bring up a question. I don't think it's been asked here, but I want to see your opinion, because I was talking to some people out there that the ACL might consider adding a tier between competitive or adding a pro tier and then keeping advanced above competitive, but adding 2 different tiers. Because in my opinion, I got moved up to advanced after I won the Open in Iowa in competitive for singles. Yeah. And when I was in California, not that I don't love playing harder competition. I think that's fine. If you look at my PPR and the way that I've been playing, I'm not advanced out there. Like, I would not have beaten 30 to 40 of the people. Like, it's just period. I will not compete with them. But if I would have played competitive, I probably would have been in the top. Like, I was, tier 2 doubles, I'm in the top. I would have been in the top of tier 1. So I just feel like there's too big of a gap between pro level and high advanced, and then low advanced players and high competitive players, and then competitive, right? It's just such a huge discrepancy.
The problem with it is, if you're going intermediate, competitive, advanced, you're basically going intermediate, competitive, mostly pro.
Sure.
That's just how it's set up. I mean, there's no pro division when you're in an Open. I mean, you're going to play against pros and rounders and all that. I mean, it's the way it is, which is cool. But in the same token, it's like,
I also think it's
that's not where we are.
Right now, it's like beginner, not beginner, better than not beginner. because there's a lot of people that play low level advanced that are never going to be a pro or never going to beat a pro player, but they have to play advanced, because if they play competitive, then you get called a sandbagger or you get called XYZ. When in reality, like, so my PPR on the ACL app from all the events I've played, the Opens and the regionals, I have an 8.06, which is not advanced level. I mean, it's borderline low advanced, right? Yeah, neither is yours. And I'm again, in Minnesota, I could play advanced. There's no one in Minnesota that I don't think I can beat. And just because we don't have pros and the level of talent, we have good players, but it's not like when I was out in California. That was like different level. Like I played against Hunter Thorne, who like was having a casual conversation with Matty King and playing against me, and he missed like one bag throwing rolls and arrows in the entire game. Like I'm just not gonna be that good. Like that's just a different level of player. And I don't think that if you want to compete, you have to be that good, right? Because it's like, I feel like there is definitely room for another tier in terms of like players like me and you that like can't dedicate our life to play, but we're better than average, like an average player, but I'm not going to beat Jordan Power 7 out of 10 times. I mean, I'm just not.
No.
Maybe once out of 10 if he has a bad game, right?
And he might be able to hang 2 or 3 of the games, but the other ones he's pretty much going to wreck you.
Yeah. And so there, it's like, I don't feel like there's an adequate gap assessment for the rank.
I agree with you.
Sense. So we were talking about that a little bit. Like, I hope they implement, with the game growing at the rate that it's growing, because intermediate needs to stay beginner. There's so many people joining. There needs to be a place for newbies.
There needs to be the novice intermediate group.
Competitive needs to be 6-7 PPR, like better than beginner, because like right now it's like 5-6 PPRs are playing beginner, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of players that can't shoot a 6 PPR, at least that come to my blind draws and stuff, that I'm like, so competitive I feel like needs to be a 6-7, because that's like, okay, you can get them on the board, make some in the hole, but you're not just going hole for hole all the time. And then I feel like competitive or advanced minus should be like above a 7 to like an 8
to 9,
8.5 maybe, and then pro should be like 8.5 on, right? If you're consistently a 9 all the time, fine. Go play advanced, go play pro. That's fine.
Of course.
But like, I feel like if you're normally like an 8, you're not going to beat a pro, but you're going to crush most competitive players.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So it's like a tough balance. And it's so region dependent, because again,
is.
Your region is way different than mine. Advanced in your region is hard. Advanced in my region is like competitive in your region. Right.
Sure.
So I don't know. So I guess that was,
it'd be nice to have. I don't know if they can really sling that, but
I think they were talking about maybe adding something, just because at least my experience in California, I played singles because I had nothing to do till like 6 p.m. So I was like, I'm going to play. But I knew going into singles that I had no shot, right? Yeah. Like I could maybe pull an upset. And anybody listening, it's like, oh, like, you're never going to win if you have that mentality. No, like if you watch these players, dude, you're not going to win. Like, I don't care how good I play. Like if I would have played how I played in Iowa when I won tier 2, I still wouldn't have beat probably one of the pros. I mean, it's just like, they're that good, guys. Like if you haven't played against that level of pro, they're that good. Like they just don't make mistakes like ever. And if they do, they give you 2. And like I lost Hunter Thorne 21-2 because he missed a bag and I got 2.
Right.
Like, you know, but so I just feel like there needs to be a level where like I'm never going to be dedicated enough to be a pro, but I still want to be able to go to ACL events and compete without feeling like I'm beating people that I shouldn't be playing against.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
So I just wanted to bring that up as I was talking about
it. I like that. That's a good little intro to it.
Yeah.
So we'll jump into the first question here by Jared Jennings. He says, what are your mental thoughts or cues for throwing different types of shots?
Okay, so I guess we need to classify what different types of shots are, because so a lot of mine is muscle memory cues. I don't have a lot of mental cues unless it's a step out. I have a mental cue with a push and a cut. Slide and airmail are purely muscle memory for me. Airmail is just a higher, like a lot of people, like if I talk to the best airmailer in the state, and Matt Guy taught him this, is the way you airmail is you release the bag with the same amount of power 4 inches higher. That's all you do. You just let go
just
of the
a little
bag
later.
And that's that's how I airmail. So it's just the same exact thing. I just release later and then slide. But when I step out, I think, do I need a left to right cut or right to left cut to collect it? Because I think if you're going to be good at stepping out, you need to be able to manipulate the bag depending on your situation and the bags you're dealing with. I don't think the same shot that you always throw will work for every push shot. So I think about wrist position when I go out, and then a lot of the time I focus on follow through. It's like I follow through directly at where I want to be, because a lot of the time you overcomplicate it and you miss. So my big thing is wrist position and follow through whenever I'm trying other shots. I don't roll. So that's mostly my step outs and cuts and pushes I'm going to make a video on how I throw my cut shot, because it's all about wrist position for me. So that's what I think about when I do those. But what about you?
Yep. I'm kind of similar, but it's not really a mental cue, but it's more of a, like a mind muscle connection.
Sure.
Right. So I do things differently on my different shots. So my slide shot is just regular. I never step through. I'm throwing a normal bag. I know you do, but on my pushes, I do step through. Mm-hmm. So, and it doesn't even have to be a hard push. That's just in my mind. I know that if I'm throwing a push, I'm going to follow through, so that's just kind of getting me in the routine of, hey, it's going to be a little lower, follow through with it. Mm-hmm. When I do my flop, I go to a butterfly grip. So my brain knows, hey, you're doing a different type of shot here. Do something different, so I kind of change my grips or my follow through dependent. I have to really pay attention on step outs because I'm notorious for hitting the side of the board.
Really?
That's really, oh yeah.
Follow through higher.
Yeah, I know. I know. And I've actually gotten a lot better at that. Don Cup actually helped me with that, because he was saying for like pushes and step outs, especially, like you want to hit basically just before that bag.
Yeah.
The bag you're trying to push, you want to land right under it.
If you got the board and then you step out and you shrink your board, or you turn, like the board turns this way when you step out, right?
Yeah.
If you don't go high enough, your normal landing spot is off the side, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like you need to get higher. I actually, when you're talking about pushes too, I actually recently, I've been practicing my pushes a lot. My pushes are at a point now that I'm very happy where they're at. And the reason for that is I started throwing every push with what feels like a right to left cut for me. Like I follow through extra hard with my wrist. And the reason I do that is because if you guys don't know, if you're a right-handed thrower and your bag rotates left to right like a normal of us do, even if you throw it perfectly flat and you make contact with something, it will naturally want to spin around to the right just because of the spin it has. So when I was throwing my pushes, even perfectly flat, and you hit into a bag, a lot of the time it would push and slide to the right, right? So I've been starting to put a little angle on my push, so where it hits, it's coming left and ends up going straight.
And I found straight.
Yeah, I found way more success for some reason.
Sure.
Almost trying, and the fast side is so fast that it normally can't cut very much in its own sense. So just putting that cut on it just gives me that little bit of buffer to not go off to the right. Which is so that's been going through my head a lot during my pushes, is like just give it a little extra right to left to really try to like keep it moving up the board flat.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's what
you're fancy.
I'm fancy, huh?
You're fancy. All right, Gabriel and Heather Thomas asks, what is the closest replica or cheaper bag to a Viper? I know you got them.
Well, I go grab one.
I mean, first thing that comes to mind is like the Heroes Cornhole Jaws of Life. It's basically a Viper. Local Legend is similar. It's got a different slow side. Strive Puma, similar again, but not identical. Let's see. There you go.
It's the same.
Is it actually identical?
Same, no dots.
So slow side. Yeah, okay. So I just haven't.
Like if you want the cheapest.
I have mine back there, I promise.
The cheapest, closest replica.
And they're what, $65?
I don't even think they're that much. I think they're 60.
I think they're 65 now.
But like it has no dots. It's it's slightly bigger and floppier. Right. It's the same exact materials.
Still stamped.
And it's like $60 and it's stamped. Yeah. I mean, like there's a lot that have Viper material. Like I have a bunch up here.
There's a ton.
I'm throwing the Gladiator King Cheetah Pro 8s, which is Viper slow side with Game Changer fast side. Basically is the same speeds. It's just a material feel difference. The
pretty close.
These are basically almost a Viper. There's so many, but like if you literally want the cheaper bag Viper, boom, $60. And it's like super solid.
They're solid, and it Strive's local to me too.
And these are ACL comp, by the way, not pro.
Well, same thing. Doesn't matter to any of us. So
no, but and I didn't even read the question. I would have grabbed it beforehand. But
you can't throw it at a national. Oh no,
I'm not a pro.
Oh no, but I can't throw nationals anyway.
Yeah, I mean if you guys didn't see my review on these, like they throw so easy. I mean, like if you're a fast bag player, I'm not kidding. I mean, like it's. Or let's say the Fire Heat. I know we have a question coming up about that. The difference, the difference with that is same price point, same materials as this, tighter template, smaller. So it's not as big as a Viper. So if you're like, I like Vipers because of Vipers are big. I don't know if people have tried.
Yeah, they are.
Vipers are big effing bags. So this is a bigger bag. And so like a Fire Heat in terms of the price point is the only thing that's even close, but it's not the same template. So this is the cheapest Viper that exists, in my opinion.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's a fair call. Steven, of course, asked, what do we think of toss sauce?
My bottle's empty, so.
Because do I need to go get my bottles over there? I mean, we both like it.
Put it this way, like this breaks in 10 sets, and this has been gone for a couple of weeks, and I'm ordering, and I have more coming tomorrow. I mean, I have a set right here. I just tossed sauce. I'm not prepared today. Corbin got me last minute.
Yeah, well, happens.
So, like, I mean, here's brand new shelters, which are decently floppy as it is.
That's not bad.
And like here's toss sauced ones. So they're just like they, and you can even see with the color difference. It just like, and it's hard. They don't look like crazy floppier like in camera and stuff, but I mean, they're like almost playable. Every bag that I've done is playable. They feel the
crazy thing. Like, you need to throw them a couple games to get them a little softer still, I think, regardless of what bag it is. I mean, especially with carpet for sure. I noticed, the corners, you can still feel the corners a little bit. So they need to be thrown a little bit, get a little bit softer, but that's really any bag.
Get the material to pop the corners out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it doesn't leave any residue like whatsoever. The scent
it feels the exact same.
So minimal.
It
feels the same. That's the thing. The carpet feels like carpet should feel. Now it's some bags I like to be a little softer. Some bags I like to feel natural. It's like I might splash just a little bit of wrinkle guard in, or like throw them through the wash real quick with wrinkle guard with like a whole load of clothes, just to get them a little softer, But I mean, if you don't like that, if you're I'm going to throw my bags only kind of person, try toss sauce.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because it's going to get you
feels
there
like
way
you only
quicker,
threw the bags.
Feeling the same way.
Yeah, 100%. And I was going to say that too. Like for some of my sets, I toss sauce and then I throw it in the washer with like a teeny bit of softener just to take some of that. Because if you guys have felt that Surefire Pro Sniper Fast Side, it's kind of like waxy. It has that grit to it.
Yep.
Sometimes I like softening up that grit a little bit. Like some people, like the shelters that I just showed, like, by the way, shout out Vortex. I love my shelters. They're so good. But, those I like toss sauced, and then I was like, all right, well, let me throw them first. And I loved the way they felt. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to soften them. But like my All Slide 2.0s, I toss sauced and then use a little softener because I like the way it softens up. So, I mean, as a step one, or if you're a guy that's like, I only throw my bags to break them in, it doesn't change the feel at all.
Not at all.
Even a little.
Nope.
And it's cheap. Like if people have used, or if you're a Sacrolax guy or you're a BG Bag Breaker guy or whatever, this is $20 for a 6-ounce bottle that I can do 10 sets with for $20. So
you can do at least 10.
Yeah. And if you do like Sacrolax, like that's like $20 for like 4 sets. So you're almost getting like double for this. So I don't know. And the guy who makes it, dude, he researched ingredients. He goes to the store and makes it all from scratch at home. And he's a really good dude, and he's doing it full time here in the next like couple weeks. So definitely support him. You can either use Corbin 10 or Eddie 10. Neither of us get paid for it, so it's just for you guys 10% off. So which
just helps you guys out.
Just helps you guys out. So, but yeah, Steven asked that question. Of course, shameless plug, but we do like we both like the toss sauce. It's very
we like it. I've tossed sauce a ton of sets of bags. I mean, I got multiple bottles sitting here, just ready. So anytime I get a new set in, I'm like, cool. Toss sauce, let's go. Well, it's a super simple process.
And that's the thing. If it's my gamers, I might do my own little concoction of stuff that I do for my exact bags. But especially for us reviewers, dude, it's like we have like
really nice.
So many sets that it's just like cool, something quick that gets it like 70% of the way there. Where it's like, okay, I'll throw it a couple games, get a little dirty, and then it's good to go. And then I don't have to do more. If it's not going to be a set that I throw like literally for the rest of my life, it's just like it gets me to a point that I can give an accurate review statement on it in a quick succession, which is game changer for me.
I dig it. This is all your question because I haven't thrown him yet.
Sure.
Patrick Hunt, thoughts on the Fire Cornhole Heat? Sorry.
Yeah.
The Fire Heat, the fill, feel, flop, and the best way to break in. I guess he's rocking the 3 Fs, because whatever.
He wanted me to take it over. No.
Well, of course he did.
The Fire Heat. So if you like a smaller templated bag, and by smaller I mean like carpet, not puffy like carpet, but like a tighter feeling bag.
Wow. Okay.
Like I mean, not quite like a Viking, but I mean, like some of those forgiving carpets, like, my
just a little smaller.
Yeah, they're a little smaller.
Yep.
But it's got that 7.9 speed, same materials as a Viper. It's got the disc fill, which I know Fire has like 3 different types of fill depending on their bags, but those have the disc fill. They feel really nice. I threw them really, really good. If you guys know me, the reason I don't throw them as my gamer, I like really wide, big floppy bags, like game changer size bags. But on any speeds, I just like having a floppy bag. Personally. So if you like a little tighter bag and you want something faster for humidity, but you don't want it to get crazy floppy, even if you nuke them, they're not going to be these like napkin bags. They're just going to stay a little fuller. And some people like that fullness. So it's a good airmail bag too, because I actually airmail smaller bags a little bit better than bigger bags. But yeah, if you like the 7.9 fast Viper speeds, but you want something that doesn't become a napkin, that's a good option, especially for $50-$60.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Justin has a great question here. It's a multiple parter. I'm just going to read it all and then we'll kind of dissect it.
Okay.
Justin Meineke, I believe. So what is the best way to progress as a thrower? Should you focus on milestones, such as trying to get all 4 on the board and then score 6s, score 8s, etc.? And then what's the best way to improve? Do you practice just on a clean board? Do you set up different situations, or do you play with someone?
You want to start?
Yes. The best way, and we both have said this 100 times, practice with purpose. Okay. Always practice with purpose. Don't go out and just whip bags around, because it's not going to help. In that sense, that kind of works with the best way to improve, right? If you struggle getting 2 or 3 in the hole every time that you're throwing, clean board practice for sure. Work on your slide shot. See what you can do with an open board. Do you have the ability to just slide one in? You can definitely set up situations. If you really struggle getting around blockers, put a bag right in front of the hole, step out, airmail, do whatever you got to do. Have one of your kids help you put a bag on the board, have a buddy over, whatever. I always say throw with people for sure, because it helps you get in different situations that you might not set up yourself. Just make sure that you're still practicing with purpose when you're throwing with buddies, because I know it's easy to just stop caring and have a good time and just, maybe drink too much or whatever, just mess around. But I mean, if you're out there to practice and get better, then throw your game, try to beat them every time. They might lay a block that they did not mean to lay, and it works out perfectly. It's good practice for you. But yeah, start with really simple stuff. I mean, you have to get fundamentals down before you start getting fancy. So that's just,
So I would say the best way to progress as a thrower. So the first part of the question, the milestone thing, I think personally, it really depends on what your goals are, because if you're just trying to have fun and you're a backyard person, you want to be good with your friends in campground, then yeah, dude, get all 4 on the board. 6s and 8s are great. I mean, like I was talking to some people recently that it's funny. Every time I wear a cornhole hat somewhere, people are like, "Oh, I bet you me and my kid could kill you." And I'm like, because the mindset of campground bags versus like competitive bags is so different. Like in campground, I was talking to my buddy today. I'm like, in campground, if you get 4 on the board, you're probably scoring. Against me, you get 4 on the board, you're giving me an 8. Like, I mean, it's a different level, right? So it all depends on your goals. If your goals are like, I just want to have fun with my family, get them all on the board. Get 6s, get 8. That's really cool. Like, good job. I mean, that's a good round. I was cheering for my brother-in-law the other day. He got a 10 or something.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's awesome, right? But if your goal is to improve, what I tell people all the time is either get flat, in terms of get the bag flat, or get the bag at a consistent throw every time that you know exactly what it's going to do, right? So where like some people are so anal about you need to be perfectly flat. There's some of the best players in the world. Matt Guy's not perfectly flat. His bag goes a little left to right every time, but guess what? He throws it at the exact same angle every single time. It's not flat, but it's consistent. It's the same, right? So in my opinion, it's better to suck, as in missing every single bag off the board and being consistent all the time, because then once you start dialing it in, then it all makes sense. Then making 4 in the hole where all 4 do different things and you have no idea how you made them in the hole, because then you can't replicate that. And then if you add any nerves into it with a tournament or a blind draw, you're not going to do anything, or you have no control over the bag. Earlier we were talking about, muscle memory or thought process stuff. If I'm throwing a cut or a collect or a right to left push or a left to right push, I need to have full control over my bag. And so when we talk about practicing, like I'm past the point now where I can slide in 4 fairly consistently, right? So now it's like, I want to be able to grab a bag that's halfway off the hole to the right with a right to left cut collect, or left to right around a bag, like where like I have enough control over my bag to manipulate it how I want. And I think that's where you want to progress to if you want to compete. I was talking to my buddy today that is my doubles partner that I play with all the time. And he's like, man, I feel like there's a gap going between us. And I said, the only gap coming between us is that I have now become super comfortable stepping out, going around bags. Like I don't just block behind airmail. It's like, oh, there's a little off to the side. I'll cut around it. I'll go left to right. I can push through. Like it gives you more options, where as you get better and better, you need to start adding these arsenals. So in terms of practice and just the way you ask this question, playing with someone, if you have that option, best practice period. Like if you have the option to have someone at your house playing every day, do that. Because you set up way more situations. They do stuff in, let's say they're less good than you even. They're throwing stuff randomly in your way. They're throwing what I call the dick bag, which is like 1 inch on the board right in your way that you gotta go over. Yep. Like all this stuff that happens in games.
That's a classic block.
Yeah, all this stuff that happens in games that you don't practice if you're just sliding in, right? If you play against someone, stuff like that happens all the time. And make it a competition. Like some people, you don't need to play for money, but do whatever it is to make you nervous. Like get nervous when you're playing your friends.
Get a little competitive.
Something, because it's like I would say, campground, end of a tournament at a campground with your family. That's level 1 nerves. Beating your buddy for $5 is level 2 nerves. The finals of a blind draw. Then you got like regionals. Then you got opens, right? Like you guys are going to see in a vlog I'm editing. It's coming out in the next couple of days. I was like so down on myself, nervous, like so bad, because it was like so much nerves at an open. Like it's so different that like you have to be able to deal with that in some way. So it's just, I don't know. It's so much that goes into practicing, I guess. And in my opinion, like it's just figuring out the way for you to be the most consistent.
Yep. I dig it. I think we can skip Sakari's question there. Guy's got jokes. Luke Quilisi. Did we decide what his last name was?
Oh, I think it's Quilisi. I met him in California. I played against him. I played against him in doubles. And for the record, if you listen to this, I whooped your ass, just so you know. He has it on video even.
Perfect.
Yeah. The first round, I gave him like a 5, and he forgot to hit record. And then the rest of the game, I murdered him. So he has nothing on video.
He has nothing to show
him
for
actually
it.
Scoring. Yeah. Poor guy.
That's awesome.
No, he really, really nice guy.
I'm sure. He's always got jokes, though. He's funny. Yeah. But he says, what is your highest Decaholio and Ghost Holio that you've beaten? So do you even keep track of any of that? Oh, you do. What you got? You shot a 106, SOB.
Yeah. And my Ghost Holio highest is 8.2 when I played like the rotating one. I've beaten Ghost 9 not on the app, but Ghost 9 is the best I've beaten in actual Ghost. But yeah, 106 is my best Deca.
Cool. So it signed me out.
I think, didn't you get like a 98 or 101 or something?
I have a 99.
99? Yeah.
I do have a 99.
It's funny. I haven't done Deca since I got the 106. It was like when I was breaking in my incinerators and it just didn't miss the hole. I shot a 106 and I'm like, all right, I can never do Deca again. Probably not going to be 106.
I mean, 106 is ridiculous. Yeah. I was trying to break 100 earlier today and it just was not happening.
It's just hard to not miss bags. I mean, I had 6 4-baggers, I think.
Literally trying to sign in right now. It just sent me the code.
Yeah, I went 8, 10.
Like, why did it sign me out? That made no sense. There we go.
I went 8, 10, 5 straight 12s, 8, 12, 8. So I missed a good amount there, but 0 off the board. But yeah, 106, my best Deca.
You know what? My SPR Plus is gone.
Oh, whatever. That doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I know, but that tells you your actual.
Well, whatever, Corbin. What do you think it is?
Well, no, I know that my best
Deca's a 99.
My best Deca is 99. I think my best Ghost was like a 9.03 or something because I played a hard and it kept giving me 10s.
Yeah, I've beaten Ghost 9. And I've beaten level up. I think I've beaten level up 18 or 19, close to that. I know I haven't broken 20. I've tried 20 and I haven't beaten 20. But level up, if you guys don't know, you throw 8 bags, 4 from each side. Against so then your total with 8 bags, you're playing against Ghost something else. But Corbin's wasting all our time here looking at his phone. But either way, it like that's our highest Deca and Ghost.
No, I'm not wasting anything. We're fine.
Well, I'm going to move on to the next question.
You go ahead, because I'm just trying to figure this out.
What is, you know what it is. What does it matter? Josh Rodriguez said, with the rapid increase in PPR, how much longer until professionals see some sort of rule change, something increasing the distance, shrinking the hole? I actually was talking to Josh Keck about this and some other people in California. I don't think the game needs to change. I think, yes, the PPR has increased by a full point in average for pro play from last year to this year. Yes. I don't think we're not robots. We're all humans. And even I would say Matt Guy is the closest thing to a robot, and Josh Holland's pretty good. And same with
he's
Mark
pretty
Richards.
Close, yeah.
Mark Richards is up there too. But even them, okay, they're shooting at 10.2, which is really, really good. But they miss bags. Really like if you watch him in the finals, Matt Guy misses air mails. He misses bags. None of us are good enough to make every single bag. It's another reason I was talking to a buddy that said, do you think airmails are ever going to get the points of like free throws where like someone could shoot like 99% or 100%? Like why is it so hard? It's consistent all the time. There's too many variables in terms of like you're throwing the bag 27 feet. If there's any wind, you're screwed. Indoors even, like, I mean, like you have any adrenaline, any this, any that. Even Jimmy McGuffin misses airmails. I mean, it just happens.
Everybody does.
So I don't think the rules need to change. If you think that the pros are too good, just get better or don't be a pro. I mean, it's just they're just that good. I mean, like it's just like they are a lot.
And I don't think. I mean, yeah, the PPR is going up, but I don't think it's going to just continue to go up. No. We're not going to see PPRs hit like 11.6.
It's impossible.
Like it's just not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to go much higher than it is now. I mean, yes, people are going to get. People are very consistent.
I think we're about topped out.
The biggest thing with PPR too is the reason Matt Guy and Mark Richards PPR are so high and Josh Holland is because they go hole for hole with every single player. They play no blocks ever. They don't play dirty. They just want to make every single bag in the hole. You look at Jamie Graham, who just won the last event. Granted, he shot a 10 PPR, but he was rolling incinerators. He has a cut shot. He has a really good airmail. His push is considered the best push in the world. He has all of the shots and still at a 10 PPR, but he's totally fine shooting a 9 PPR and playing dirty and beating you with whatever means necessary. I think people focus too much on PPR. It's a cool stat, and it's great to be in the top of PPR. Winning tournaments matters way more than your PPR. I'll tell you what, my ACL trophy up there, I was not leading the event in PPR. It doesn't matter. I beat everybody. Who cares? You know, it's literally. I think people put too much weight on it. But to answer your question, I don't think rules ever need to change because I think we're getting pretty close to the top. And if anything, we're just going to get more players that play dirty and prevent people.
Yeah, just make it harder.
If you are a player right now and you get good enough that you could slide in every bag like Matt Guy, but you can't airmail like Matt Guy, you're going to run into one carpet player that block and rolls you. And guess what? You're like the 65-year-old game changer player that has no other shot except for a slide. So good job with your 10 PPR. You just lost because you can't deal with the block. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's like people focus so much on the slide in PPR game when in reality, there's so many more variables to the game that I don't think things need to change.
Yep. And the part two of that question is how long till we see someone like Wilt Chamberlain or Bob Gibson who force the game to make drastic changes to level the playing field. It's not going to happen.
I mean, Matt Guy right now, everyone's been talking about Matt Guy all year because his PPR has been over 10 for every event the entire year. Guess what? He hasn't won an open.
Yep.
He won one pro national in singles and he's won 2 in doubles with Jamie Graham, but he got eliminated. I think he took 7th in his bracket in the last singles. He's widely considered the highest PPR player by anyone with the best airmail, if not Jimmy McGuffin, but close competitive wise best airmail. And he didn't even make the bracket semifinals. I mean, what player right now is going to force a rule change? The carpetbag block players are beating him. Jimmy Humans has more wins than losses against him this year, throwing sticky, non-hole friendly carpetbags.
Neptunes. Yeah.
So I just think that all the players are getting really good, and I don't think anyone's far. I mean, there's players that are consistently in the top 10. You know, Mark Richards always makes deep runs. Jamie Graham, that guy, Josh Holland, all the names we've been saying. Jimmy Humans, they always keep making deep runs. I think there's tier 1 pro, tier 2 pro, but I don't think there's anyone that's blowing anyone out of the water. By any means.
I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Do you throw the same bags for indoor and outdoor tournaments?
Yep.
You do?
Of course. Why not?
I do not.
Well, put it this way. I have my arsenal of fast boards, medium fast boards, slow boards, right?
Well, I guess I do too.
So yes, if I go outside and it's humid and windy and the boards are sticky, then yes, I'm throwing a different bag than I would be throwing inside when it's not humid. But if it was humid inside, I'd still be using that bag. I have my 4 to 5 sets of bags that I really like that I play with all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, did anyone ask us what our go-to is right now?
I think we have that coming up.
I don't think so.
I'm looking. Yeah. Dustin Britt asked current bag check.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll get into that.
It's a couple more down. We're getting there.
All right. But yes, I throw the same bags indoor, outdoor,
so you throw the same bags.
Conditions. Yeah.
I basically bring the same bags everywhere, but I'm going to change. I'm basically the same as you, I guess, when I think about it. I'm going to change the bag based on conditions, and the condition it's not necessarily indoor versus outdoor.
No, it's just sticky.
If he's asking in a way of like, will you throw your tournament bags on grass? Like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Will you throw your tournament bags on straight concrete asphalt at night? Probably not. Then I'll bring other bags.
Singles or doubles?
Doubles, like blind draw.
No.
Blind draw, I'm not throwing my. Put it this way, my orange Costellos.
Singles, yes, I'll do it. I don't care.
My orange Costellos, you guys know about. Like, put it this way, I'm breaking in other bags to use when I don't want those to rip a hole in because they're getting very broken at this point. Right. I don't want to risk those. But yeah, I still throw those. I don't like. I mean, I threw them in the parking lot the other day at our blind draw. I mean, it's at the end of the day, guys. Bags are bags. I mean, like. I have 724s behind me that I throw on concrete. I don't care if they get pulls. I'm throwing them. Yeah. Like, if they get pulls, they get pulls. Anyway. That's how they work. Like, I mean, it's bags are bags, man.
Yep. Jim Batchelder asks, it's kind of a two-parter. He thinks it'd be interesting to talk about the mental side of the game. Things like bag selection for conditions, blocking versus going back for bag, etc. Which we kind of already touched on both of those. Bag selection for conditions, that just kind of makes sense, I think.
I have a couple of
slower boards using a faster bag, but yeah. So go ahead.
Well, okay. The comment I was going to make.
What you got?
The comment I was going to make is I think the biggest hindrance to good players is unwillingness to switch bags in conditions. And the reason I say that is because there's some players I play against that use surefires. Period. Doesn't matter if it's raining. Doesn't matter if it's fast. They use surefires. And when it's fast and they crush me because they're really good, and then it gets sticky and they can't make a bag. And I'm like, just throw a faster bag. And people think it's so crazy. Like, so let's say a Viper or my King Cheetah Pro 8s, right? It's a 7, or even the Pumas. This is a 7-speed fast side or slow side, right? When it's humid, this is a 4-speed slow side.
It's pretty slow.
That's how you need to think about it. It's not like, oh, I don't want to throw my 7's too fast for me. Well, right now, a 7 is a 4, and it's playing like your Surefire would if Surefire was in the correct boards, right? So it's about you need to have I've been starting to throw Lucky Bags O'Doyle's when the boards are like lightning, like uncontrollable lightning, because it has like the Viking push side and a little bit slow side where it's like that's the only bag I can keep on. Then I throw like my Shelters, Surefires, that kind of thing. Then my Costellos, then my like King Cheetahs or Vipers, right? I have that 4-stage transition. And I'll tell you what, I will switch instantly. If I have a bag hang on the hole or I'm feeling it starting to skid a little bit, give me new bags. It's not even worth it because and here's what people don't realize. Oh, well, those are too fast. Then I can't lay my blocks. When I'm switching, it plays the same. I can still lay blocks. I can still cut. I can still do. I'm not switching when it's too fast. I'm switching when it's too slow. I can still do everything I want to do. And that's the key people need to realize is like you switch bags when that new bag plays like your old bag. And I also tell people your arsenal should only contain stuff that you can throw the bag the exact same every time. Like same power. You shouldn't be lofting it differently. You shouldn't be lower anything. It should be the same throw, and they should play the exact same depending on conditions, and you should know when that switch is. Because it's just like golf. If I'm 100 yards out, I'm not half swinging a 4-iron. I'm hitting a wedge. It's like bowling. Right. If the oil's gone, if any of you guys are boilers, you're not going to throw a high hooking ball. You're going to throw a low hooking ball to play the same line. It's the same thing with bags. You need to be able to play the same shot, new bag. And I think people's unwillingness to switch costs them more games. And the amount of times I hear people come off like, oh, my bags were just so sticky. Don't use a sticky bag. Throw
switch.
And you need to be able to do that. And whether it's you don't like the feeling on your thumb, then I'll tell you what, that Surefire fast side is on 90% of every speed range. So get the same fast side on every single bag and change your slow side. If you love the Viper slow side, get every single bag Viper fast side with a different slow side. Like there's so many options. Just find the ones that you like and can throw the same. And I'm beating a dead horse here, but it's like there's so many people that make like that literally lose games because of bag selection all the time. Even on the pro scene, you see on the TV, like there was one game, Alex Rawls, they were throwing pro snipers, him and Trey Birchfield on TV like 2 majors ago, and they lost because Alex Rawls could not keep them on the board. And then he played singles 20 minutes later and threw surefires because he's like, those bags are too fast. That was the wrong choice. And because of that choice, he threw like 7 bags off the back as a pro player, right? And he's one of the best top 15 in the world, and the bags were too fast, and he lost the game because of it. So it's like people don't realize bag selection matters that much.
It's huge.
Yeah. So
it is. You got to be comfortable with everything, though. I mean, you can't just be like, well, I throw this bag 95% of the time, but when things change, I sometimes throw this. Like, no, you got to be comfortable with anything you're throwing.
Yeah, you have to be able to know what every bag does in your arsenal.
Yeah.
You should never throw a bag that you're like, I don't know, I kind of throw these. No, then don't throw them.
Don't throw them.
Yeah. You need to know what they're doing. Like I'll tell you what, my surefires, I know exactly what they're going to do. My Costellos, I know exactly what they're going to do. My Viper C's, I know exactly what they're going to do. Those are the 3 bags I throw right now. Because I've thrown like 100 games with all of them, and I know exactly what I can do with them. Like,
yeah, you know what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
His part 2, interesting to know where people look at the board when they're throwing. I look at the hole personally. And I never really focus on it until I've been asked this question quite a few times. But I actually look at the hole. If I'm throwing a push, I'm looking at the bag that I'm throwing the push at.
I agree. If I'm throwing an airmail, I look at the light glint on the back lip.
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, that's what I look at. I played against a guy named Tom Embry in California, who's an ultra sponsored player. He takes his backswing and then looks up at the ceiling before he throws. He doesn't even look at the board. It's the most crazy thing I've ever seen. And he's a really good air miller. He doesn't look
just muscle memory
at all. Yeah, purely muscle memory. I don't know how he does it. I mean, it's just like me when I golf. I look at the hole. I don't look at the ball when I putt. But,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was the craziest one I've seen. Is he literally will take his backswing and then.
That's wild. And then he's just banging.
It's nuts, yeah. And I'm like, what are you looking at? He's like, honestly, I don't look at anything. I just look up.
He's like, I'm just looking.
Yeah. I think he just blurs out up. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
But I look at the hole and the bag as well. Same thing.
Yep. Trey asked if I'm going to review the travel cornhole bags. Absolutely. They're pretty awesome.
Speaking of travel cornhole, you can reach out to me at Eddie.
Yeah, you should reach out to Eddie's Cornhole Reviews on Facebook. Cornhole Bag Reviews.
The design, I love the designs though that you posted though. I love that like kind of
they're pretty tight, dude.
Hawaiian kind of like
artwork
design.
That's
kind of
that's AJ's artwork. She did it herself.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
It's all very cool, and they all play really nicely. Quality is top notch. So yes, I will be reviewing those. Absolutely, just have to get them broken in a little bit and thrown and get comfortable with them. But yeah, Matt Meinken. How to adjust your throw without sacrificing performance. Not really sure what he means. Yes, practice works, but how to do it in game situations, because that's where it's going to matter.
By adjusting your throw, I don't remember the guy's name. A guy reached out to me today and goes, how do you cure a slump? And I said, go back to the basics. And then he goes, well, in practice and warm-ups, I'm just banging, and then the game starts and I suck. And I'm like, okay, then that's nerves. Like, that's a nerve thing.
Sure.
And I'm kind of reading this question that way, like game situations, like, again, practicing with a friend or putting something on the line or making it worth it. The thing is, people don't realize cornhole as an activity and as a sport is inherently easy. You're throwing a bag into a hole from 27 feet. Every single time, every round. That's what you're doing. That's the only point of the whole game, right? So 90%, 70%, in my opinion, of the difficulty of cornhole is mental, is dealing with your opponent's stuff, your opponent's pacing, how fast they're playing, making sure that you play your own pace. And that's not even part of the question, but I actually want to touch on that. Play at your own pace. I see way too many people playing fast when someone else plays fast. I know you do. You set the bags on the boards and force yourself to play slow. And there's a lot of people that benefit from that. Some people are just like, one dude's just banging and you're just trying to bang with him. Guess what? You're actually helping him because he's just muscle memory banging. And you're most likely hurting yourself. Yeah, because you're not used to throwing that fast. If anything, do what Corbin does. Set the bags on the board. Or what I do, and people actually ask why I step over the line. There's a couple of reasons I step over the line. It's another topic on this. I don't have an outline. I'm going on tangents, Corbin.
That's fine.
But so actually, the Flop Cornhole released their podcast this week, and they were talking about stepping over the line and how they think it should be illegal. And then I commented and said, as an overstepper, I take offense to this. And they're like, and Rob's like, I didn't mean offense, but in all seriousness, why don't you just step a foot back from the line and then step to the front of the board? And I'm like, there's a big difference between stepping to throw and stepping after you throw. Because if I throw
Correct.
it and then step, I'm literally just hurting myself for a foot. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But two reasons I step over the line. One, forces me to follow through. And it feels kind of like when I used to step. It like gives me that finishing. Two, when I step over the line, I have to reset every single bag. My full stance, everything.
Yep.
I have to redo the whole thing. That's another thing I tell people is if you miss a bag to the right, step off the board and re-step to the board. Because a lot of the time, your foot could be pointing 1 inch to the right. And then guess what? You build a wall up the right side. How many times do you throw one off the right and then you throw 4 up the right? That all would have been in the hole if there were 1 inch left. And then you look down at your foot, and most people don't. Look at your foot. Your foot's probably like this. So I tell every partner I play with in blind draw, I'm like, if you miss a bag, just take a reset. Start over. The bag's gone. It doesn't matter. Start over. And it could be a lot of things. Mental, physical, literally your alignment, this, that. So me stepping over the line forces me to physically reset my stance and reline up to the board every single shot. Like I can't get in a weird pattern, right? But yeah, so I don't know where I started with this, but there's my tangent.
No, that's fine. I liked where you went with it. It works out.
But yeah, I mean, the question that we didn't know what the question was.
I totally agree. Yeah, play your pace though. I mean, that's your biggest. It can be your biggest defense and your biggest offense at the same time.
Oh yeah.
If I'm playing fast guys, I intentionally go as slow as I possibly can.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not going like Damon Dennis style. I'm not sitting there for 18 seconds before I throw. But if I throw a bag and as soon as I release, if they're ready to throw, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, and I'll just sit there at the line for a couple seconds.
And here's one thing. I want to have a PSA to everyone listening. If you leave your bags on the front of the board, totally.
I know where you're going with this.
Do not bend down and pick up your bag when I'm in my backswing. Because I have some people that do it, and it's unrealistically annoying in terms of I was playing in the Open in Iowa, and I had to do that at the front of the bags of the board. I deliberately had to wait for him to throw and sit there for another 5 seconds, knowing he was going to reach down and grab another bag before I even addressed the board to throw. Because it happened like 1 or 2 times, and I'm like, dude, I'm seeing your entire body move in my peripherals in my backswing. If you're leaving them on the board, totally cool with that. Be respectful and just stand there and wait for them to finish and then go pick up your bag and start your process. You might not think it's a big deal, but if you're not the one picking up the bags, I literally see your entire body moving up and down. And it is like, and yes, okay, it can be on me to wait, but that's just like kind of a courtesy thing. If you want to leave your bags on the board, or Matt Guyett, put them on the back of the board, step back, go grab your bag. That's fine. If you want to leave them on the front, just be courteous and please wait for the other person to throw. Just like in golf, you don't talk in someone's backswing. Just wait to go pick up your stuff.
No, absolutely. Because I do the same thing. I throw and then I stand there and I wait. Yeah. I wait till they throw and then I'll reach down and grab it. If I shank one, I might just reach down and grab it immediately, knowing that they're not even ready to throw yet. It's a different situation, but I do remember a blind draw. I was warming up with Rob Voyanoff. He was PDC, now he's pro. But we were just in and down and back. And in down and back, I don't really pay attention. I'm just throwing. I'm like, whatever. And he's a very quick thrower. He's ready to throw as soon as you're done. And I reached down and grabbed a bag. And he goes, hey, are you going to reach down and grab bags immediately? Or are you going to wait? He goes, either way, I don't care. I just need to know which one it is. And I said, no, I'm going to wait and then I'll grab it. He goes, okay, cool. I just wanted to know, because it's going to mess with his pace if I'm reaching down as he's throwing and all that, and I totally get it. I was like, not a problem, dude. I was like, but yeah, I'm definitely going to wait. It's just the down and back. That's why I'm not really thinking about it. And he was like, oh, it's cool. I just needed to know what you're doing so I know what to do. Mm-hmm. Like, totally get it.
Yeah.
So
that was a long tangent PSA, but yeah, please.
It was.
Please,
that's okay.
Don't do that.
This one should be quick. Aaron Washa, favorite beer.
This is not quick. He's from Madison, by the way. So shout out Madtown Cornhole. So beer that I drink, Miller Lite. Favorite beer. Ooh, that's a tough one. I like a lot of beers. If we're going Wisconsin beer, I love Spotted Cow. I drink a lot of Spotted Cow. I have to get it in Wisconsin.
Of course.
But my favorite beer of all time, I do like Corona too. I drink a lot of Corona. My favorite beer, Corona with lime. Come on, it's a good summer beer. Summer Shandy. I like Summer Shandy too. Drink a lot of those.
Summer Shandy's good.
My favorite beer of all time is from a brewery called Urban Chestnut Brewing Company out of St. Louis. You can only buy it in Missouri or Illinois. It's called Schnickelfritz, which is the Urban Chestnut Hefeweizen. Which is like my favorite. I love Hefeweizens. Everywhere I go, if they have a Hefeweizen, I get it. It's like my favorite type of beer. But the Schnickelfritz, maybe it's just because the limited amount that I've had of it when I travel and I get it, but like I love Schnickelfritz a lot. So if you're from St. Louis or Illinois and you have a chance to get Urban Chestnut Brewing Company Schnickelfritz, it's like a yellow and orange cans of Schnickelfritz down the side. It's amazing. It's like my favorite beer.
My favorite beer is the next one. So it's pretty simple.
The next one? Oh.
Yeah, the next one that I'm going to drink. It's my favorite beer.
I love brewery hopping though. I mean, I love trying beer. Okay, how about this?
I like
your
microbrews.
Favorite type of beer? Pilsner, lager, amber, Belgian.
I was teasing.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty
IPA
eclectic. I'm pretty eclectic when it comes to that. IPAs are the one thing I avoid, but I can do New England's.
Do which one?
But I can do New England IPAs, like hazy IPAs.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, my favorite beer that I've had, actually, the most recent. I mean, it's been a while since I've had one this good. It was actually in New York. I had it in Rochester, New York. It was Ellicottville Brewing Company. It's called Chocolate Cherry Bomb. It was it was an Imperial Stout.
Imperial Stout.
It was actually a stout. Yeah, it was an Imperial Stout, but it was just, the flavor was incredible. It was like drinking chocolate cherry pie. It was so freaking good. There was just something about it that was incredible.
I'm not much of a dark beer guy. A little too thick for me. But
it depends on the day.
Yeah, if I go to a brewery, like if I get a flight, right? I don't drink IPAs. I've tried a lot.
I can't really do it either.
It's just whatever. Yeah. It doesn't work for me. But anything, Pilsner, lager, amber, Belgian, Hefeweizen, Kolsch. I love Kolsch's. Kolsch's are like one of my
favorites. Kolsch's are decent.
I'm not a big sour guy either. I don't really like fruity stuff.
No,
I
me neither.
I don't want to drink my beer. I don't want, if I want fruity stuff, I'll get a cider. I like ciders, but I'm not.
I like the fruities though.
It's just not me. I'm not a fruity guy.
Man, like Sam Adams Cherry Wheat, it's one of my favorites.
I'm just not a fruity guy. I'd rather just drink a beer.
So good, man. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That's fine.
But so
right,
like
so we like beer.
I drink Miller Lite because it's cheap and it's easy to drink. But like if I could go to a brewery and get a Pilsner from a brewery, which is better light beer, I like brewery Pilsners. They actually have a Minneapolis is like this behind Portland, like the second highest brewery per capita. We have like 100 in Minneapolis. So like going
out alcoholics. That's cool.
It's the Midwest. Dude. What else? I literally just got done with winter in May. Like, what else am I supposed to do for like 10 months a year? Like, come on. I get like 1 month of summer.
I know. All right. Moving on from beer. I kind of hate this question, honestly, because it's really difficult to answer and it could take a very long time. But Justin, if you could be a bag maker right now, what types of bags in detail would you have in your lineup?
I think it's easy. Surefire, Costello, or Pro Sniper, which is the same slow side. Viper, carpet bag. That's your 4, like 4, 4.8, 5.8, 6.9, 6.8, 7.9, and
I mean, and I'm not even going to go into heavy detail with it, but I think you need a 4.7. 4.7 carpet. I also think you need a 4.8 carpet because I like a 4.8 carpet way better than a 4.7 carpet.
I agree.
And then you can have a 4.8 non-carpet, so a Surefire. Mm-hmm. And then you can have like your 5 to 6, 8, so your Costello or, the Clark Illusion, whatever. And then I think you need your fast bag, like a 7.9. Mm-hmm. So something like that.
Like, you look at companies,
it's really not all that hard.
Put it this way,
you
guys.
Can do a ton of different
There's
stuff,
about 5 or 6 main materials that if you flip them back and front, you could probably make 90% of the bags that exist. And then you got other bags like, you got like the Novas or the Psycho X, that new material, the Carnage, the Vandalize, they're all coming out with that slow side material. That's a newer one that people are using. Like there's stuff that people are, and there's tons of different carpets, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, most of them are pretty close to the same. So I'd say you have those 4 bags, you fit. And when I say carpet bag, I want a bouncy rolly carpet if I was going to make one carpet, because if I didn't want a bouncy rolly carpet, I just don't throw carpet. Like I don't understand the forgiving carpet thing. I'm just like, I'll just throw Surefires. Like why would I throw forgiving carpet? I'll just throw bouncy carpet. And you guys know I don't throw carpet personally, but like if I was let's say I wanted to sign pro players, Like the carpet players want a carpet that rolls because they're carpet players. They're not throwing.
They want active stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'll just throw fast bags. Because that's the whole point. So I actually think like while there's tons of bags in the market, I think you could easily simplify your entire arsenal. If you don't like carpet, you could own 3 bags and never buy another bag.
I agree.
Yeah, just find the ones you like.
Danny Nowlin, what's your opinion on breaking in a bag naturally versus a synthetic way? Different strokes for different folks. I don't care how you break your bags in. It does not affect me one way or another. I'd say find what. Lies. It doesn't affect me at all what you do with your bag.
No, I'm saying if you show up to a blind draw and someone gives you pro snipers fully conditioned, you go, nope.
No, but that's totally different. And I've done that before. But if it's a bag that like you like and you're like, yeah, man, I condition my pro snipers, I let them soak overnight, and they're absolutely perfect. I grab them, I'm like, I can still feel conditioner on them. You're like, yeah, but they're so hole friendly. I love them. Like, cool. I'm glad you like them. That's just not for me. Fair. It doesn't matter to me. I also don't like a bag that's been 100% thrown. I don't.
Really?
No.
Oh man.
It doesn't. I don't like the way the material feels.
I want them like to the point of no return.
No, I don't mind. I'm not saying I don't mind them being nuked. I don't like it when a bag has only been thrown to be broken in.
Oh, that's fair.
Like no soak, no tumble, nothing. They literally took it out of the package and started throwing it, and they've thrown it and thrown it and thrown it and thrown it because they're like, that's the only way a bag is supposed to be.
I think it also depends on.
Okay, but
yeah, I think it depends on too. So like, let's say old Cat 3s, Series Vipers, OG Game Changers, when that, which is if you guys, it's the same fast side that like we all use now.
Okay,
that old stuff because it was so thin that just being thrown, it doesn't hold that crunchiness. That's like fine. The new ones do. The new ones, I agree. Fine. I think they need some kind of wash, soak, toss sauce, conditioner, anything, because it's so crunchy. Even if I felt pro snipers that someone's throwing for like 100 games, they're still crunchy.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, you gotta wash them. Like, you gotta get something out of this thing. Like, it's
even
just too crunchy.
Carpet that's only thrown, I hate the feeling of it.
Yeah,
I think it feels like burlap to me.
Soft, yeah,
it's gotta be a little soft, just a little bit, So that's really it. And aside from that, do whatever you want, throw conditioner on them if you really like to condition bags. I personally don't anymore. I used to, I did it a lot, but I washed it out really thoroughly. Toss sauce it, wash it with shampoo, wash it with Dawn, wash it with whatever, tumble it. Seriously, people swear by shampoo.
Yeah. Everyone's got their own.
Shit, I don't care.
Yeah. Everyone's got their
own.
Do
what you want, whatever works for you. Do what you want. If you're not sure what you want to do, ask questions, see results, throw different bags that have been broken in different ways. Yeah. So, Adam with another shameless plug. Who do you think has the best patches at 22? Check out letsgocornhole.com.
My patch is the best. Your patch is the best. All right, cool. Next question.
My patch is pretty cool. Letsgocornhole.com. Adam's a local guy. He's really nice. So check that out if you're in need for patches.
Yeah, he's got the king ones now.
Oh, nice. Dustin Britt asked about our current backpack check. Go-to bags.
Okay, so I'll start. So I haven't been throwing Surefires anymore. Here's the reason. One,
those are terrible.
My Costellos are so slow that they basically fill the speed of a Surefire, but they're more hole friendly as it gets stickier. I was throwing shelters all day today. I got my collab shelters. I don't know why, but I love the shelters. They play insanely good. And I haven't even thrown them that much, and they're already like I was just like banging all day. So I think that might start making the rotation. I like as a shameless plug per se. I kind of want to be able to throw bags that have my logo on them at this point because I have so many.
Yeah.
I'm just like so many bags are good. I'm trying to get bags broken in.
Advertise yourself for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get bags broken in now that have my logo on them. I have so many cool collabs. I just want to use them. Right now, my Costellos will never leave my rotation because they just don't feel like any other Costellos. They're just so destroyed. They're so good. Right now, it'll probably be shelters because I think they're that good, actually. My Costellos, I actually have a nuke set of Viper C's, like nuked, like so long.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
They play super good. I just won a blind draw with them a couple days ago. Really like those. And then my Gladiator King Cheetah Pro 8s, I've actually been throwing a ton, and I really enjoy to throw them. Which are probably they're the exact same materials as the Viper C's. So but they're faster right now because they're less like fluffy and pulley. I can finally get those just destroyed, take them to camping, have people throw them on rocks, like whatever. They'll probably replace the Viper C's. But right now they're faster, so that's kind of my 4-way. Okay. And O'Doyle's. O'Doyle's for lightning fast bag. I've actually been enjoying O'Doyle's.
Okay.
But yeah.
Right on. I brought my Zuka out for this just for fun. For my fast bags that I don't throw a lot, and I know I say fast, and one of them is Blackwaters, hilarious enough. I got my Blackwaters and my Costellos, of course. I threw the Blackwaters the other day. Yeah, hell yeah. I threw the Blackwaters in a blind draw the other day and actually played really, really good for about 2 games, and then they got too slow.
Yeah, they stick fast.
And then we had to throw Costellos, which was actually a really nice transition. Same fast side. It's just they're good transition bags for non-carpet throwers. So I always have those on me. Also the Vandalized, because I like those in certain situations.
Sure.
Those are the flippers. Those are the tribal flippers.
Is that carpet or non-carpet?
Yeah, it is a carpet actually. Really, really, really soft carpet. 4/8.
Okay.
So
looks so
really soft carpet.
Viking carpet, basically.
No, haven't felt it on anything else.
Oh, it looks like Viking carpet almost.
It's not. Doesn't feel like it at all. I mean, it is very
Wait
soft.
Wait till you get those Viper
like
R's, dude. It is the softest carpet ever.
Viper R or Widow R?
Widow R, sorry. It's like the softest. I don't know if you felt this yet. They're insane.
I've thrown them.
Yeah, they're crazy soft.
What else I got? Yep. These are 2 of my go-tos for carpets. Got Phantoms on the Pink Dolphins.
Okay.
Love both of those. It's just I like the speed range, 4.7 and 5.9. I mean, that covers what I need, And then my OG2s, of course, 4/8 there. And I actually don't know what this last set is, so we'll find out. Oh, yeah, my Menaces. Nice little 3/7 carpet there. So 3 to 4/7 on there. I have a lot of carpet on me. So that's just how I throw. I am, but I have bags for if people don't throw carpet at all. I mean, I've had partners that are like anything but carpet. I'm like, exactly what I didn't want to hear, but let's go.
Right.
So I carry all those around. I mean, I throw them in the Zuka, so whatever, but, nice speed range, just depends on the day. And I'm comfortable with all of them. So I think that's important. Oh boy. Have you thrown the Gladiator Brawler?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a set.
Can you convince me to try them since they're not carpet?
I mean, it's a fuller Surefire with an octagon template. So, I mean, they feel good. They play good, and it's got disc fill.
I'm sure they play fine. It's just summer, I don't really mind. Well, I don't mind Surefires really. I don't. It's just in that speed range, I'm going to throw carpet.
Right.
That's just me. If I have a 4/8, let me throw carpet instead. It acts better for me. Like I know.
I need you to get. Maybe I'll send you a shed of these shelters. I need you to get good with the bags so when I come out there, we can play non-carpet regional.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I'll throw non-carpet. It's fine. It just has to be something a little bit slower.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or I just need to start to loft the hell out of the bag.
No, don't change your throw. I mean, me and you throw about the same amount of power. I throw it really hard.
I throw hard, but
you wait till you feel my Costellos, dude. They're so slow, it's comical. I had to wash them, and they're still slow.
It's been over a year since I've had them.
I don't know, dude. They're so. I think they absorbed all my sweat, so it's just brutally slow. A 3. I'm not kidding. Like a 3. Like slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you'll feel mine and be like, "Whoa, this is what they're supposed to feel like."
Well, I have yours, and mine feel good, and I throw them. I have 2 sets of Costellos. I have a fast one and a slow one.
Oh yeah, you do. You're right.
But my fast ones aren't nuked yet.
Man, the next ones are kind of just jokesters. So,
or Corbin, are you only a carpet guy? I know you have other ones. And then, are you a fan of carpet? I mean, I can appreciate carpet. I like throwing it if it's not a real game because it's fun. I'm just not that good with it. The problem is my bag has just a teeny bit of forward tilt, and carpet with forward tilt just gets eaten you alive. Yeah, you just get eaten alive. So I just
bad.
And the thing is yes, can you do stuff with carpet? You can't do other bags, of course, but I can cut Surefires, shelters. I can cut Costellos. I can do all the stuff that I want to do with these bags. So I don't feel the need to change. And I think that's big is just because something's popular or Creek Killer wins a national with Vikings doesn't mean you need to throw Vikings. Just throw the bags that are comfortable for you. And if you like throwing fast side game changer only, that's great. But guess what? Learn how to step out and sneak around and throw cuts because you can do that with game changers. Yeah. I mean, you could do all that stuff with game changers. It doesn't matter what bag it is. We're just saying expand your horizons past sliding it up the middle of the board. That's all.
Yeah. Well, or if you like to slide up the middle of the board, take cues from like Cheyenne Renner, who if you lay a block, she goes through it.
Yep.
She doesn't care. She's not shooting over it. She's going through it.
She has a good airmail too. Though.
You lay a bag. She does, but she's not like Matt Guy where if a bag is on the board,
instant airmail.
Airmail.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit the board, airmail.
Yeah.
He throws them regardless. And with his consistency, I totally understand. But get good at what you want to get good at. I play the block style because I was literally recording live earlier, just throwing bags, messing around. And I mentioned that I play a block style because I can't go 4 in the hole with everybody. I don't have the consistency to just constantly throw 4 in the hole. I'm going to give up 2 to 4 points here and there. And it's just I'm going to keep falling away. So I make the board messy to mess up your lane, your style. Because if you're not used to handling a blocker, well, I get around my own bags all the time.
Bro, I've been watching your lives. You're going to get murdered. Absolutely. Horked.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. It's still adorable. Absolutely adorable that you think you're going to destroy me that
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Can opened.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, so you've been watching the lives at my house while we're drinking beer. I got you.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Well, are you saying we're not going to be at your house drinking beer when we're playing? Is that not how this is going to go?
Oh, no, we will, but I'm actually going to be taking it seriously.
So you're going
I'm still going to be taking it seriously. Okay. Come to Michigan. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, I've been asking. Hey, anybody who's wondering when the date is, get on Corbin because he won't give me a date. This is his fault.
Listen, I'm trying to buy a house right now, so I'm actually trying to do that so that Eddie has a room to stay in, not just on my couch. So I'm doing this for him.
This is all a Corbin problem. It's not a me problem.
It's partially a me problem, yeah. Maybe it's because you keep talking so much smack, and I don't.
That's what it is. He's so afraid to lose that fast.
Oh, I'm so terrified, Eddie. Oh my God, I'm so terrified of Minnesota advanced. Here we go.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Oh no, he won a competitive out in Iowa. Oh gosh, here we go, Cornhole King. Oh my gosh, I'm terrified.
Any format, man. Airmail only. Oh, man. 4 different bags.
I cannot. Well, so airmail only, you're going to destroy me. I will fully admit that. 100%. Your airmail will destroy mine. I have no issue admitting that. In a normal game, the fact that you think you're going to wax me is comical.
Oh, so. Wax isn't even the right word. Like the whole candle.
You think it's so
like a melted
easy.
Candle just covered.
You think it's so easy.
Absolutely covered in wax. Not even just a little.
Oh man, I'm gonna record this so I have it. We need so I have it to play back when I just smoke
just you. Every week you're texting me clips of the loss.
Oh, it's going to be so funny, though. Oh, it's going to be hilarious when you actually play me and you're like, oh, you're actually not terrible. What happened?
Oh, whatever. I don't know. So somehow every time you turn on a camera, you're just dog farts instantly.
Kinda. Well, we'll go live for it, so it might actually work out for you.
Good. Then instant.
I don't know.
I'll bring my 4 camera setup. We'll have transition. We'll have Kai. Oh, see, that's different.
If it's not my camera, then maybe I'll do better.
Yeah, we'll have Kai or Peanut doing transitions.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go well. Hit this button, shut the whole thing down. Like, man, well, there you go.
All right. Well, perfect. Hey, appreciate you guys sending us in all the questions. These episodes are always fun to make. I think it's good to talk about a lot of stuff that you guys are going through in terms of a daily blind draw thought process, opinions on stuff, because we're the same that you guys are. We go through the same stuff, and it's normal. It's normal to struggle. It's normal to go through slumps here and there. But I just think constantly increasing your repertoire of shots with a caveat of getting good at the basic ones first. But
do basics.
Continuing to get better and better at more complex things will only lend you to being more comfortable in a game scenario when you have to pull those things out. Because I'll tell you what, if you got to hit a cut shot or an airmail to win, and you've never practiced a cut shot or an airmail, that's going to seem like the hardest shot possible. Yeah, but I mean, I was playing games today. Like my airmail, I literally shoot 100 airmails in a row. So I'm in a game and I'm like, I have to hit an airmail. It's like, okay, well, I shoot airmails all the time. I know how to shoot an airmail, right? It's getting those reps in, and it's just getting to the point that all this stuff is just muscle memory and making it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate all you guys sending in the questions. Hopefully you guys got some stuff out of this. Shout out to everyone who commented, and I'm sure we'll do more of this in the future. But hopefully we'll be back soon with the podcast. No idea on the timeline. We were pretty consistent before, but we're going to try to find a day that it works out, or just get some content out in there whenever we can get it out. But appreciate you guys sticking with us. Hopefully you enjoyed the comeback episode here, but hope you guys have a great rest of your day and rest of your week, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.